Alright, it's time for meal number one. It's 1:42 right now because I slept in, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I feel like I should stream because I haven't done that in a while. So I'll probably do that later, or like tonight. So for today I have stream, read, hit my gym and macros, edit my video, and then I don't know, probably like work on homework for a little bit, even though we don't have school today. I'll probably just have like a shit ton of work anyways. But yeah, first meal, here's the macros, and I'll show y'all. So I got the it's like a different keto bread. I forget what brand, but their pieces of bread are bigger. And then there's cheese there, and then the bacon, 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites. Then that's like the rump cap of the bread, so I just put jam on it. And then here's my yogurt bowl. Yep, and you know, same old, same old. I'm almost out of chia seeds, so I won't have to use those anymore. I am probably gonna eat some pineapple right after this, so I'll include that in my breakfast macros. And yeah, I'll probably read later and then do my oatmeal talk, and then you know, continue on with the day. So I'll see y'all then. Alright guys, it's time for meal number 2. Let me turn on my light actually. I've got my chicken and rice with my sauce. Here's the macros. Let me show y'all. Sheesh. I forgot to mention that I was 149.8 pounds this morning, which is honestly less than I expected. But I don't know. I think I am going to go through with the split change. So my new split is going to be, instead of PPL, I'm going to start with legs just because I prefer it that way. So push, pull, or legs, push, pull, upper, lower. So that'll be my new split, 5 days. And I could probably use like the extra day off for my homework and other stuff. So I'll see how my body reacts to that. And I think today I'm gonna try and start tracking like my weights, like how much I do, to see if I'm getting stronger or not. But yeah, other than that, I'm deciding to eat my chicken first because I feel like this is a bigger meal, so it's gonna take longer to digest. And then like the oatmeal, I'll just eat like an hour or 30 minutes before I go to the gym. So after this, I'll probably like chill for a little bit, read, and then go make my oatmeal. And we will talk about it when I'm eating my oatmeal for oatmeal talk time. So I'll see y'all then. Alright, it's oatmeal talk time. Here's the macros, and let me show y'all the oatmeal. This banana is like the nasty, disgusting part of the banana, but you know, I'm gonna eat it anyways. I decided to use 2 bananas because I didn't want the rest of them to I didn't want that to happen to them. So I'm just gonna use 2 bananas tomorrow as well to finish what I have. But so basically we just leave off, or this chapter 46 talks about how Israel, or Jacob's family, migrates to Egypt after what happened. And basically the most of this chapter is just like listing like the descent, like the whole family that is going. And so in total it's 70 people which is a lot. But so basically all of them are like shepherds, right? So once Joseph gets there, Joseph's father, or not once Joseph gets there, once Israel gets there, he sends Judah to tell Joseph that they're arriving, and then Joseph tells his family that, like, when they meet the Pharaoh, to tell him that they're like shepherds, and like, you know, because basically it says all shepherds are abhorrent to Egyptians. So yeah, anyways, the reason he wants him to say that is that so that they can stay in the region of Goshen to basically tend their flocks and just continue doing what they're doing, but in a different land. And also, it says, so God speaks to to Israel, right, Joseph's father, before he leaves, and he says, like, don't be afraid, basically, like, don't be afraid, like, I will be with you. You will go to Egypt, but when you die, like, after Joseph, you know, closes your eyes and you die, you'll be returned back to, like, this land. And so basically, you know, they all go to Egypt, they take all their possessions, and then you know, Israel meets with the Pharaoh. He tells them that, like, you know, they're all shepherds basically, and the Pharaoh's like, you know, y'all have like all like y'all have whatever you want, right? Like, you're gonna get this land and you just have free reign over it to do whatever you'd like. And so they kind of leave, like, you know, with that. And then it talks about, because what's his name, Joseph is still in charge, so, and the famine's still going on, so eventually all the money in Egypt ends up coming back to Joseph because everyone's given it to him, like, to eat basically. And once they're out of money, they go to Joseph and they're like, we have no more money, like, all we have in our possession is like our livestock. And like, why should we die in front of your eyes? Like, take our livestock and give us food in exchange for it. So Joseph's like, okay, you know, give me your livestock and I'll feed y'all for it. And so he does that. So he takes like all their horses and their donkeys and everything, and he gives it all to the Pharaoh essentially. So like everything, all the livestock in Egypt is in possession of the Pharaoh. All the money in Egypt is in possession of the Pharaoh. And then more, like, another year passes and they're like, well, we have no money, we have no livestock anymore. Like, all we have to offer you now at this point is ourselves and our land. So like we will offer ourselves to be slaves to the Pharaoh and we'll give our land to the Pharaoh as well in exchange for seeds to, like, you know, grow our own food. And so, you know, Jacob tells them, like, yeah, like, okay, that's fine. And they're like, thank you, like, you saved us, basically. So the only people that don't have to give up their land to the Pharaoh are, like, the priests of the land, because they, like, signed, like, a contract with him, essentially, where the Pharaoh, like, pays their wage and gives them the land that they live on. So they didn't have to give up their land. But after that, oh yeah, the rule that he said, it was basically with these seeds that we're gonna give you, like, one, what does it say? It says you must give a fifth of it to the Pharaoh, and then, you know, the 4/5 you can have for yourself to feed yourselves, to feed your household and your children. And so they're like, thank you, like, you saved us. And so basically after that, Israel, so Joseph's father, spent 17 years in Egypt, right? And so when he met with the Pharaoh also asked him how old he was, and he was like, I'm 130, which is old, but which is nothing compared to his descendants, like Isaac, if you remember, like, they lived even longer than him. But so yeah, in total he lived 147 years after the 17 years that he spent in Egypt. And basically, like, as he's, like, approaching his death, he tells his son Joseph to place his hand under his thigh as a sign of his enduring fidelity, and to not bury him in Egypt. And he says, like, when I lie down, like, when I die, I want to be buried with my ancestors back in my homeland. And basically Joseph says, like, I will do as you say. And then his father demands, and he says, swear it to me, like, swear it to me that you'll do it. And Joseph swears to him, and then Israel, it says, bowed at the head of the bed. So I think that, like, you know, he kind of was like, okay, like, thank you, son. So that's where that ends. So yeah, Joseph's whole bloodline basically is like set up, or Israel's bloodline is like set up, you know, in Israel to basically to live and prosper, because, you know, he said or God said he'd make a great nation of his family, or of Joseph's family, or of Israel's, you know, descendants, which is why they're probably so well, or why they were so well taken care of. But yeah, interesting read. I'm almost done with Genesis, so good on me for that, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this oatmeal and then probably chill for a little bit and then go to the gym. And I have to buy eggs. I have to buy, I think that's it, honestly. Maybe some fruit. But yeah, low-key, my meat is frozen. My ground beef is frozen. So, I think my last meal today is just gonna be like a big yogurt bowl, which I don't even mind. But yeah. So I'll see y'all when I'm eating that yogurt bowl. Thank you for watching. Alright. So basically, I didn't go to the gym today because I'm an idiot, and I forgot that they closed early today. So I just went to HEB to get more eggs, but I'm having my last meal, which is a yogurt bowl. So let me see if I can show y'all. It's like not really bright in my room, but it's just the same as the one I have in the morning. So I'm almost done editing the video. I'm just gonna add this one and then, you know, be done. And then I'll probably stream for a little bit and then just go to bed. But yeah, so we did not hit the gym today, so, but it's okay, you know, no big deal, we'll just move forward. But here's the macros for the yogurt bowl, and then here's the macros for the whole day. And yeah, if you're watching this, thank you, and yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow for day 16, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching.